Okie doke.
Sorry. Alright, I'm going to show y'all how to make the traditional sweet potato casserole. And this is the one I grew up with. Normally, I really don't think marshmallows and sugar need to be this closely entwined with your vegetables. And calling this a vegetable is kind of, you know, playing fast and loose with the vocabulary. But I do think that holidays are one of those things, one of those times when you need to kind of pull out the traditions. And I make this and I'm able to talk to my kids about my grandmother and how she did it when I was growing up. This is actually the one her mother made. So I'm doing it. It's the way I'm doing it. That's all there is to it. So we start out with pretty big sweet potatoes. And all I do to get these ready is to roast them in the oven for an hour at 400 degrees. That's it. And down in the bottom, I've got a stick of butter. And I did it that way because my butter wasn't real soft and I wanted the warmth of the sweet potatoes to soften it up. So there's no magic in that. That's just, you know, what I was trying to shortcut. Got about a cup of sugar. And I tasted these. These are really sweet potatoes. You know, sometimes you get them and they're just not that sweet. Something about this year's, these are super sweet, which is wonderful. Normally, if you're just roasting sweet potatoes for your family as a vegetable, put a little butter on it, and if you've got those super sweet ones, go to town. Sprinkle it with a little bit of cinnamon, what have you. All right, all I'm gonna do now is take my little beater, mash everybody up in here, and whip these potatoes until they're soft. And y'all don't really need to sit here and listen to me trying to talk over the top of my beater. So I'm gonna get my beater going. Oh yeah, about a quarter cup of milk, and that's whole milk. So let me get my beater going and I'll come back after I've got everybody mushed up.
I'm filming.
All right. Cletus.
My name's Cletus.
Hmm?
My name's Cletus.
Well, while you were gone, I just beat the fire out of those potatoes. So they're going into a buttered casserole dish, just like that. Now, in Southern households, you've had kind of this dichotomy. You have those who want the crunchy praline type topping, which is a cup and a half of corn flakes that I squashed up. It's a couple tablespoons of butter, tablespoon or two of brown sugar, and about a half a cup of pecans. So this is one topping that lots of Southerners know and love. And it's delicious. I love it. There's something about that crunchy thing that happens against those sweet creamy potatoes that's just wonderful. Love it. But there's a problem. You have the marshmallow proponents as well. And at my house, I have folks in both camps. I have those who have to have the crunchy praline pecan thing, and I got people that just, what do you mean there's no marshmallows on top? It's kind of funny, I was thinking a minute ago, this particular recipe came from my great-grandmother who set up household right at the turn of the 1900s? That's the 20th century, right? So she was setting up household right when the beginnings of the industrial food thing was happening in America. And so she was one of the first to top casseroles with cornflakes and decide that it was a great idea to put marshmallows on a vegetable. Yay! So these recipes, well, not the healthiest. They are traditional. Okay, I'm going to try to make this all pretty. I am not one to garnish food very well. We'll see what we can do. I'm going to give it little stripes. And I know this doesn't seem to make a whole lot of sense yet. Stay with me, you'll see. It will. It will make sense unless I screw it all up, and then I'm going to cover the whole top with it and pretend that's what I meant to do all along. Which I have been known to do some things like that from time to time. Let's see how much of this I can get on there. Alright, I've got a 350 degree oven. And this is going to go in for about 35 to 40 minutes. Okay. Wash my hands. I'm going to throw this in the oven 35 to 40 minutes. And I'll come back and I'll show you the next step.
Filming.
I love sweet potato casserole.
We have 7 minutes of film left.
I'll hurry. So we've got sweet potato casserole coming out. Woo, that's hot. So we've got our praline topping. You hear my pork loin sizzling in the background? Sorry about that. That's kind of loud. So you don't want to put marshmallows in the oven for too long. They will burn. But they'll also, whoop! This boudin's going to get a couple marshmallows. They'll also explode on you. So you can kind of nestle that down into the sweet potatoes. Just like that. And I got a blank spot. Right there, there, and there. Alright, 5 minutes back in the oven.
Filming. Everybody shut the up.
Nice.
I had to bleep myself.
So, y'all don't even want to know what my kids were doing with the extra marshmallows after I put that back in the oven. I raised them better. I swear I did. Alright, so you can see how the marshmallows have gotten just a little toasty. But you can also see how they puff up and then they're going to begin to deflate. Ooh, look, lava. Look at that. Hot lava. So, I'm going to come in here.
It's not lava.
It is lava.
No,
It's almost lava.
it's not molten rock.
Boy, if you touch one of those marshmallows right now, you'll think it's lava.
I won't.
It really does need to sit for about 10 minutes before you serve it. But I'm not gonna. Ooh, hot. Nelly, that is hot. It is, what is it, hotter than a $2 pistol? So, if I have been helpful to you at all, do me a favor and give me a thumbs up in the thingy down below and hit the subscribe. See, Ricky won't let me say comment box, so I gotta call, in the thing where the question.
Comment section.
Thank you. If you have a question, ask it right down there. You can find me on social media. I'm on Facebook and Twitter. I have a Patreon account that's really awesome if you want to go check that out. And you can find the Happier Holidays book on Amazon. And this is where you'll find the classic sweet potato casserole. Hot. Oh Lord, that's good. Mmm. Ooh! You'll want to try this one.